Hello everyone! Good day! We are the Group 1. So, our topic for today is all about the paradigm shift teacher-centered to learner-centered teaching. But before we will start our discussion, we will introduce myself and my co-reporters. So, hi! My name is Rosalyn Balaba and my co-reporters are Mr. John Arnel Cabegun and Miss Giselle Colby and Miss Rialyn Binoya. So, hi everyone! Again, my name is Rosalyn Balaba. So, today, I will report the paradigm shift teacher-centered to learner-centered teaching. So, first, we will discuss the philosophical perspective or the different. And under this is the teacher-centered teaching and the learner-centered teaching. So, we have old instruction paradigm. So, as you can see in the picture, this photo represent ano ba yun or paano ba yung educational system before. So, an educational institution is just to provide instruction. Like what I've said before, that we are product of teacher-centered instruction. So, we cannot say that is ineffective because nakita naman natin ngayon, di ba, the teacher-centered approach. So, sino ba yung product nun? So, example, Pia Wurzbach, Vice Ganda, and our beloved president, which is Rodrigo Roa Duterte. So, those people are successful, right? Then it doesn't mean that there is paradigm shift. Yung past teaching approach is already ineffective, still effective. But sa generation natin ngayon, we really need to change. Before, teacher are sole provider of knowledge. And student are passive recipient. That how we do it before, diba? Our teacher are only writing in the board and us also are writing in our notes. So, second one is the new learning paradigm. So, what is new learning paradigm? So, an educational institution exists to produce learning. So, students learn themselves. So, teachers are there to facilitate them. As you can see in the first picture, they are sharing together. And then, the second one, picture, meron na tayong mga ginagawang activity like create role-playing and dramatization and etc. Because this activity enhance creative of our student. And the third one ay yan yung collaboration na nasa loob ng klase. Yung new learning na naganap, new learning paradigm natin ngayon, hindi na lang umuupo ang mga estudyante, not just like before, right? So, students today are already part of the learning what? Process. So, ginawa nila yung mga binigyan ng mga guro na activity, right? Then, now let's proceed to teacher-centered philosophy. So, yung saan ba galing itong teacher-centered instruction? First, we have essentialism. So, essentialism, it is rooted in idealism and roots of response to progressive education. Essence perceive existence, so it refers to traditional or back to basic approach in education. So, we will say back to basic skills. So, like reading, writing, and speaking. So, and by that, there are people who are advocate or proponent of this on essentialism. First, there is William Bagley and James Corner. So, the most famous proponent in essentialism, it is William Bagley. So, ano ba yung implementation ni William Bagley sa education? So, practice or prepare student to become component and valuable member of the society. That's why teacher teach the student basic skills kasi yun naman talaga ang importante. And the methods of teaching centered on giving assignments, drills, and recitation, and evaluation. Yung mga assignment natin ay rooted of philosophy in essentialism. Kasi naman, naging emphasis again ang basic skills like reading. So, what is this? Reading, writing, and speaking. And the next one is the perennialism. So, the word itself, ito yung perennialism, ito yung internal, ageless, and everlasting, and unchanged. That the truth of this is universal, and that not defined circumstance of place, time, and person to learn is to acquire an understanding of great work. So, the great work of civilization. Ito yung perennialism example like great book, Bible. So, kasi ito sila ay hindi timeless. Since before, they are already using it. But until now, so I know that you are experienced like this. So, I know some of them are reading Bible or book. Then, that's what our practicing until now. So, that's why Bible, great book, belongs to perennialism because it's ageless, timeless, and eternal. Yan yung palantanan natin sa perennialism. And that's all. Thank you. Again, my name is Rosaline Balapa.
Hi everyone, my name is Giselle Colby and I am one of the reporters from Group 1. And our topic for this report is Paradigm Shift, Teacher-Centered to Learner-Centered Teaching. And I am going to report under the learner-centered philosophies. First, progressivism. Progressivists believe that individuality, progress, and change are fundamental to one's education, believing that people learn best from what they consider most relevant to their lives. Progressivists centered their curricula on the needs, experiences, interests, and abilities of students. So, progressivists believe that education should focus on the whole child rather than one of the content of or the teacher. Dili kay para makat-on ang usa ka tawo, dili kay mag-focus lang tanan kung unsay gihatag sa teacher. Dapat pud muhatag sa ang mga ideas, mga students muhatag og mga ideas para sad makat-on sad sila. Kay dili masasita ng panahon nga ang teacher sakto nasa sa mga sayop nga makuha sa nila sa mga student. Og dapat sad kita naa sa tay mga experiences kay makuha naman sa tay daghang makuha kung natay daghang mga experiences natay daghang makatunan kay sa giingon pa, learning is rooted in the questions of learners that arise through experiencing the world. O di ba? Kung natay mga experiences natay daghang makatunan, natay daghang makuha. Second is humanism. Humanism is a philosophical stance that emphasizes the value and agency of human beings individually and collectively. Generally, however, humanism refers to a perspective that affirms some notion of human freedom and progress. So humanism is a belief that human needs and values are more important than religious beliefs or the needs and desires of a human. So, how do we show humanism? So, here are some tips from humanism that can help people pursue their own fulfillment and actualization. First, we can discover our own strengths. Second, develop a vision for what you want to achieve. Third, you can consider your own beliefs and values. We can pursue experiences that brings you joy and development, develop your skills. Fifth, learn to accept yourself and others. Inana ta nga maka-show ta og humanism nga kung kita maka-discover ta sa atong own strength, ma-learn na to unsa to pag-accept atong kagalingon, unsa to pag-accept atong ubang tao, unsa pag-adjust na to sa ubang tao. That is an example of humanism nga kibalo ka unsaon pag kanang sa mga to kibalo ka unsaon pag-adjust sa mga tao. It shows as humanism. And then humanism is a set of ethics or ideas about how people should live and act. So ang main goal of humanism is to guide people to a more enlightened way of life and create a better world for future generations. In humanism, there are two divisions. First, individualistic humanism. Individualistic humanism is making the most out of one's life. Living life to the fullest stresses on individual freedom, culture, and development. Second, social humanism. It aims for social rather than individual happiness, includes social reforms and improvement of social relationship. Third is constructivism. Constructivism is a theory of learning which supports humans construct meaning from the current knowledge structures. Learners construct new knowledge from their experiences. They incorporate the new information into an already existing framework. So constructivism is a theory that says learners construct knowledge rather than passively take information. As people experience the world and reflect upon the experiences, they build their own representation and incorporate new information into their pre-existing knowledge or schemas. So, from the word constructivism, it means that kana ang usa ka tawo maka-construct og iyahang mga thoughts, mga knowledge. Kay from the word na lang construct, maka-create tagatuang kaugalingon nga mga ideas. So, learners communicate with each other and share their understanding, feelings, knowledge, and experience to come up with new knowledge. So that is an example of constructivism. Then the teacher becomes the facilitator and the learners are encouraged to interact, exchange views and experience and construct meaning and knowledge that is based on their needs. Still with the teacher's intervention. So it shows that constructivism is a theory in education that recognizes learners construct new understanding and knowledge, integrating with what they already know. This includes knowledge gained prior to entering school. That's all. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Jean-Arnel Escabigan, and I'm one of the reporters for the Paradigm Shift, Teacher-Centered to Learner-Centered Teaching. So I'm here to discuss about the background research of the topic. Okay, so it says here that theorists like Jean Dewey, Jean Piaget, Carl Rogers, whose collective work focused on how students learn, is primarily responsible for the move to student-centered learning, which means their theories and contributions to the field of teaching and learning innovate the way how teachers, the way how students perceive education. And also here, central to their ideas is that students actively construct their own learning, known as constructivism. So I've scanned on Google and I've read the information on the definition of constructivism, and it says here that it is a theory that says learners construct their own knowledge, which I mentioned earlier, rather than just passively take in information. So, which simply means that their stock knowledge or the information that they have known before they entered school or before they entered a subject, that is the information that they've known rather than eating information that they've gained. So they dominantly love the information that they have known before rather than the information that they will give. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
So, role of the teacher. So, the teacher should create an environment that first fosters student learnings. So, teachers can be tremendous help to the both foster children and foster parents by allowing flexibility on deadlines and due dates for the homework, as well as the test taking, particularly when assigning homework or test dates around visitation with birth parents and biological family members. The next one motivates students to accept responsibility of learning. Different teaching styles are necessary because the student need to be able to learn what the teacher teaching. However, the choice of teaching styles used can also depend on the school mission statement, the classroom demographics, and the educational philosophy of the teacher are most importantly the subject area. Next, explicitly aligns objectives, teaching method, and assessment. Alignment between activities and assessment help minimize wasted time as students are able to focus on skill geared towards the learning objectives.